Using the example of Pandora songs and artists and recordings, we started from an information model. I showed you how that translates into a structure in the database, a set of tables with their own rows and columns and relationships between those tables. And I talked about the query that you might use to get out all the information that you need for one page, right? That's a page that features a particular song from an artist a particular song from an artist that's part of a recording. Now let's look at the final piece. So here we are in the user interface. We have to translate or transform the results of that query, the particular information that I got out of the database, into a very nice presentation of that song with all its surrounding information. And that's what you see on this slide. We have the very same query. That query returns a set of results, but those results have to be transformed into the page that you see in front of you, with different pieces of the results having very different impacts on that page. First of all, the entire page type, what that entire page surrounds, is a song, a particular song by this artist. And so the very structure of the page depends on what information is going in it. This entire page, so when I say page type song, I mean the kind of page with all the layout and all the areas that one song will go into. You can imagine if we had something else like user information, we'd have a completely different page. This is the song page with the layout and a formatting and a look and feel that's particular to what we want the user to see in order to experience one song. Okay, so then within this page, as you remember from our discussion about web pages, there are page areas. One page area is the page area for the recording that has all the information about the recording. So here's the album cover with information about the recording, the title, etc. And that all goes into one particular area of the screen. Information about the song itself, for example, the lyrics, the title of the song, its running time, and that sort of thing, go in a different part of the screen. So you can see that the screen is specifically designed as a container to hold all the different kinds of information. But lest you think that it's simply a matter of, I take this bit of information, put it here, this bit of information, put it here, notice where the song itself, the MP3 of the song goes. It doesn't go as a piece of text on the screen. It actually drives or creates a piece of functionality, this little widget up here that plays the song. That widget that plays the song is created based on a particular MP3 file, based on a particular song. So it's not just the layout and the look and feel, it's also the functionality, the features on the page are controlled by information that comes out of the database. Okay, so we've made the complete loop. We talked about first an analyst representing the idea of songs and recordings and artists all together in an information model. That information model is handed off to the data architect, and the data architect turns it into a database model. The information model the purpose of the information model is to show you and everyone how the information is represented. The purpose of the database model is to efficiently store and retrieve that information. Okay, so we have an information model into a data model, or into a database schema as we might call it. Then we have a query. The query returns one specific kind of information out of the database. Out of all the different kinds that we've stored, it retrieves one set of information, and that's exactly the set of information we need in order to build a page that we're trying to build. That page in this case is the song page. So we issue the query gives us just the information we need to build the song page. Now the song page has a slot for all those different pieces of information, and all those different pieces of information are slotted into different places on the page. But as I said, it's not just slotting information, one piece of text into one place, one image into one place. Also, as in the example of the song file here, it can be the information we need in order to create features, in order to create functions, to drive buttons and menu choices and hyperlinks and all that stuff on the page as well.